Assumez la responsabilité de vos actes. Oui. Vampyr.
I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Ah.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. But no famished hunter can run for long.
Ouais, mais j'ai pas envie de tuer des gens, quoi.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
Oh la
I
merde.
found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke
Eh ben c'est
Hospital,
super
Dr.
ça,
Reid.
dis donc.
Your office has been prepared.
Votre bureau est prêt. On va poser des questions vite fait tant que madame est là.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Bon,
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
allez. Donc on est niveau 4 et j'ai pas gagné autant d'XP. Qu'est-ce que c'était ici? Il n'y a rien à prendre par ici. Non, non, non. Le jeu de montre. Ah.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reid. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reid. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reid. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Quoi? Genre, le flic il me... Mais...
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough.
Y a pas une mort ni rien, donc c'est
What's
bon.
happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped from the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reid. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
J'ai pas grand chose en fait là. Hein. Oh le fusil, man. Parce que si la machette je peux la recycler. Bon on va voir de suite la. Ok, excusez-moi, j'ai cru voir autre chose, mais bon.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet.
Ok, c'est Pippa
My name is
qui...
Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated.
Ça me fait parce que vu qu'il y a des reflets sur le personnage, ça fait... Ah, tant pis.
Goodbye, nurse Hawkins.
Ah, il y a des reflets sur les personnages, certes, mais
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reid. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
il y avait une autre dame avec elle, enfin avec lui, il était où? Ah bah c'est mon collègue.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reid, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Lui je poserai des questions plus tard.
We'll talk again later.
I cannot enter.
Lui dans le jardin du bien et du mal. On va essayer de monter. Ah non mais attends. Ouais. Bah elle était là madame.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reid, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reid, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Tiens, c'est un vampire?
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Ouais, elle nous manque.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
On va lui casser les couilles.
Have you ever heard of
Ah là là, on va lui casser les couilles à fond. Ouais.
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cottard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to
Ok, et le... Ok. Ah, c'est juste, je me disais, c'était pas Vampyr.
And you think it is I who am delusional?
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I'm assuming you must be a patient.
Je pense qu'elle doit délirer comme elle disait avec le syndrome.
To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activity.
Madame. Minuit dans le jardin du bien et du mal. Mais du coup je peux pas y aller, non? Moi je vais faire la quête principale, mais c'est laquelle? Ça va être celle là-bas, je pense, tout fou. Voilà.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Ah, le jeu a bugué. Ok, bon là, oui, des connaissances. Fiole de verre.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Alors. Ok, donc tu apprends des crafts de recettes. contre, la foi, elle me plaît, par contre, mais d'une puissance.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching.
Ok, bon, changer.
The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time.
Quoi ça? Oui, bah, en plus il y a des ressources qu'on me donne, donc c'est sympathique. Ouais, je vais faire dodo, je pense. Allez. Je vois les choses. Ah, j'ai gagné 150 de puissance quand même. Hein. Non, mais voilà, parfait. Blablabla. Blablabla.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Bonjour. On va essayer de
Hurry now, Doctor. It's freezing here.
Eh là, ça me mémoriser la route. Par contre, il y a un point qui m'intéresse. Attends. Comment les quêtes principales? Ah ouais, je vois. Ah mais il est plus là lui. Alors. Non. Attends, c'est pas vu hein?
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Ok. On va essayer de se rendre au jardin parce que je vois que... Et je vais activer le don de... Enfin le don du...